Good day, everyone. Today we're going to discuss the Excel assignment number 2. Remember, this is your second and last assignment for the course, other than the course project. And as with the other assignment, it's worth 15% of your grade. So you'll find the assignment under week 3, and you'll see it here under course assessment right below quizzes 5 and quizzes 6, the assignment number 2. Click on that. And the assignment comes with one file. The one file is an Excel file, 2021-3. This is due Sunday the 17th before 11:59 p.m. The assignment has one file which includes all instructions, rubric, and the files that are to be either changed or added. So let's click on the file here, and we're going to download it. I'm going to open it. Okay, so you can see that the file itself, it starts off, it has sheet 1, sheet 2, section 2Q, and section 2A, and the rubric do not delete. So it has 5 pages to it, okay? I'll just review this quickly here on the side. This is the rubric. Each one of the instructions is listed here with the points that are available to be gotten for each part. Total of 100 points, right? The assignment has 3 sections. When you are done, you will have 9 sheets in this same one workbook that you're going to upload back. You do not delete any of the sheets that are in here, especially this one here, which is the rubric, okay? You must use this spreadsheet to complete the assignment. If you have problems accessing it, the only person you can ask for it is your lecturer. If you submit any previous versions of this assignment, because it has been altered every semester to be changed, that it has been used, you get a 0 automatically. It doesn't matter if you got the assignment from somebody else from last semester and you did all the work. You're submitting a previous assignment, which means that you will get a 0. Okay? This is the only assignment that will be accepted. So, again, this is individual work, and you start off with section 1, and it says in section 1 that you will rename sheet 1 to donor list and sheet 2 to donor data. So these are the 2 sheets you're going to rename. Then you're going to copy and paste all the data from A1 through A35, donor data to donor list, beginning at cell A4. So you're going to take this information here, and you're going to copy it here, right? And then after you take this, you're going to copy it, and you're going to paste it here, okay? And you're going to start it here in A4. Once you do that, then because you're copying it, you'll still have the data here, and you'll have the data here, okay? So the next thing it says that you will do is apply color to all worksheet tabs in this section. So this section will refer to 4 sheets when you are done. Those 4 sheets will all have colored tabs, okay? Once you move the data over, you're going to do a couple of things. You're going to take all of this column here, and since it's a date, you're going to format it in the format of double 2-digit day, 3-digit month, 4-digit year. So for example, it would be 01 JAN 2022, right? Or JUN for June, right? So you're going to basically format the cell so that the month shows in that format for all of them, right? So you have to change the format. You do not use autofill and change the dates. The dates should all be different. You should not run in succession. But for example, this would be 13th June 1998. Okay? So that's how that's going to look. Then you're going to place a formula and a range name that is going to calculate the total donations, and the result will be in E46. So we go down to E46, and here is where you will have the total. And that total will be of all of these, right, donations. Okay, you're also going to make sure that all the donations have a dollar amount. So you're going to have to use the formatting for dollars. So it has 800.00 and a dollar sign. Not typing the dollar sign, but using the formatting. Then, after that, you're going to create a formula to where anyone with a donation of over $5,500 will get a free membership. So you'll notice here at the top it says free membership. So based upon what they donate, it'll determine anyone over 5,500. The if formula will come up with that. It'll say free membership here, or it could say paid membership. It could say yes, it could say no. It depends upon what you want to put there, but the bottom line is there needs to be an if formula created so it calculates it automatically. Then you're going to create 2 new sheets, and you're going to separate all of the private donors and the business donors on these 2 new sheets. One sheet will be called private and one will be called business donors, private donors and business donors. You'll have all the information that you have on these according with the headings as well. And then once you have them set, you again will make sure that you color the tabs, and then you will make sure that you have a formula using a range name that will both count the number of private donors and the amount of private donors' donations, and it will come up here by using a cell reference. All right, and the same thing for business donors. You will total them up using a cell range name and a formula to come up with the total number of business donors and how much they donated on these new sheets that you have. And then on those same sheets, you're going to insert pie charts and column charts. The pie chart will be for the top 5 business owners and how much they've donated. The column chart will be for all donors, showing all of the donors and how much each of them donated. So you're going to have basically 2 charts on each, a total of 4 charts. All right, so that will basically complete this whole section because I already went through this part already. All right, so when you're done with section 1, you will have sheet 1 will now be donor list. Sheet 2 will now be donor data. You will add 2 charts to the private donor sheet that you're going to create and 2 charts to the business donor sheet you're going to create. So you're going to have 4 sheets and 4 charts after this first section, plus you'll have your rubric. All right? So now the next section is section 2. So this one here, you're going to rename 2Q to quarterly and 2A to semi-annual. Then once you do that, you're going to use a link sheets, right, cell reference feature to get these numbers here to come over here, right? So this way, if they were to change here, they will automatically change over here. You're not using hyperlinks. You're using either a link or a cell reference to this particular cell, okay? And so once you have these numbers here, you're going to have to format this so it looks, everything will be currency. You will have, anytime you have any numbers and any type of spreadsheet, you're going to have a borders around each item. And then you're going to use range names, like for example, mortgage, to total up the 6 month of mortgage for the item total here. And then each one coming down. So you'll have a range name named mortgage, auto loan, auto insurance, groceries, and telephone. Each one will total up for the 6 month expense here. Then coming down, you'll do the same thing coming down for everything here. You will have grand total, and your range name will be January, February, March, April, May, June, and you will total all of these up for each month using a cell range name and a formula. You will come up with the average monthly expense for each month using the same cell range name and formula, minimum expense for each month, and a maximum expense for each month. Then you will determine using an if formula which month has the higher expense, January versus June. Okay, and that here whichever month is higher, so in the month you will put January or June, right, using your if formula. So this is the only one that will have something here. The rest of them will have all of these completed. Okay, all sheets need to have currency in currency style. All sheets need to have borders around all types of finance. So everything should be bordered around for all of these, okay? Then you're going to insert a chart in this one, which is going to be a bar chart, which will illustrate the items and the associated monthly expenses for the first 3 months. So what you will have will be basically January, February, and March, and these are the items and these are the amounts. So everything here you would have to include, and that would be charted, right, in a bar chart. Okay. The last sheet, you're going to create a new sheet, which you'll basically click on the plus sign, and you will type out this information here, which is the people's names, how much money they're going to spend on their furniture, their deposit, their balance, and their monthly installment. All right. Don't overthink this. This has nothing to do with a payment formula. That's not covered in this class. You will have to alphabetize the names using the sort feature, making sure that the amounts stay with the person's name, so that when you move, when Chan moves up to number 1, this amount stays with that person. Then you will make sure that everything is dollar signs again, and then you will use a formula and a range name to determine how much the deposit is using a percentage of 25%. I'm sorry, it has 20%. So it's 20% is the deposit. So 20% of this goes here, 20% goes here, 20% goes here, all the way down. Then do the same thing here for your formula here to come up with a balance. So it'll be this less this equals this. And then just divide it by 24 because there's no interest. Then you will use a pie chart using the all customers' names and how much they spend on their furniture. Okay, so that is the third part. And remember that all appropriate styles and formatting are used, currency, borders, and you also must use conditional formatting where a condition exists and something happens. So for example, if someone gets a free membership, then the cell will look a certain way. If they don't, it will look a different way. So that must be used as well throughout the sheets in the entire workbook. All of the points are listed here. This is what you will get back, the same file that you submit, and the grading will be listed to the right, and if any comments are warranted. If you just don't do something, then obviously you'll just get a 0 and you won't get a comment because you didn't do it, right? If you did it but you made a mistake, the mistake should be listed in the remarks column. When you are done, that semi-annual section, you change the name of 2 sheets, and then you had a pie chart that you added, and then the new sheet, I'm sorry, you had a bar chart here, the new sheet for section 3, and then the pie chart goes in its own sheet. So when you're all done, you're going to have 9 sheets and 1 workbook. So please make sure that you review all the rubrics, all the tutorials, all the practice exercises before you attempt this assignment. And then please come to the consultation sessions if you have any detailed questions. Thank you very much. Have a great day.